IMRC, why are we here today? It's because of Indian Muslim Relief and Charities. So we've started a new chapter in New England, and hopefully this is going to be the blueprint for organizations that want to scale. And today, if you go visit the Harvards, the Stanfords, the Babsons, the first thing they talk about is how do you scale organizations, right? We haven't really put in a lot of thought at scaling. It brings in economies of scale. And that's what IMRC will go through a little bit of what IMRC has been doing, where every dollar that you donate goes directly towards the poor.
In North India, there is a dire need for educational institutions that are of quality, and there are many talented youth that do not have access to good education because of lack of institutions or finances. There is also a need for health clinics for poor women and children. And today we are going to raise funds for both.
If you see something which is close to your heart, please do not wait. Please do something about it. And if we all do that, inshallah, we will change the condition of the Muslims everywhere. Starting from here to the mission is to help India's Muslims and minorities achieve security, freedom, and equality, their rights as citizens of India. This seems a very simple statement, but I want you to focus on three words: security, freedom, and equality. Even though the Constitution of India is one of the best constitutions, which guarantees the right to education, right to food, which even American Constitution does not guarantee, but Indian Constitution does. But in reality, it is not there, especially among the Muslims. These things, what we said 30 years ago, became without a doubt a reality documented by the government of India itself under such a commission report. We have formed alliances with civil liberties organization and other committees, Islamic Relief Committee Gujarat, Niagara, and several other organizations. I'm very happy to announce that for the first time in the history of India, where the thousands of riots have taken place, for the first time we got the class action suit and we achieved results of the class action suit, and 130 crores were given by the government of Gujarat and government of India for the compensation. About 644 cases has been filed, 1600 cases has been registered, and 130 crores disbursed to the victims. And we got the first time through Niagara, an organization which is headed by Harsh Mandar, Supreme Court judgment that all the cases must be opened. They were closed against the Muslims. So now all these people, inshallah, will get the justice. But in India, justice takes a long time. And to fight these cases, you need the resources, manpower, as well as the money. And as a minority, whether it is United States of America or India, unless we fight for our rights, nobody is going to give you rights on the platter. That we know that. So that's why we have to work and continue. The next thing I'm going to talk about, India Health Initiative. This program was started only 4 years ago. Even though we have the clinics running for the last 25 years, and we have helped treated hundreds and thousands of sick people in India. Do you know how much we charge in our clinic? Which, just take a guess, is only 10 rupees, includes medicine. 10 rupees. That's the doctor fee and the medicine. Less than 20 cents. And we have been doing for 25 years. But that was not enough. We needed hospital. And what happened was, we have thousands of doctors from India and Pakistan in the United States. But how many of us go back to give to our community what we have learned and achieved here in the United States? India has the highest number of diabetic patients in the world. And unfortunately, Hyderabad is the diabetic capital of the world. You know why? All this biryani and all these things they eat and very little exercise and so on. Those who are here from Hyderabadis, do you know what is happening to those poor, even your family members and relatives and Muslims here? I have seen firsthand. 3 years ago, I met a young man, his name was Salim. He was less than 40 years old with 4 children. First time he came to see me was that asking some help for his children. And we did whatever we could through IMRC. The next year, the same Salim came, holding the shoulder of his son, and he was completely blind. Because of the lack of treatment for glaucoma, he did not have the money. He became blind. Third year I went, he died because of the kidney failure, and he could not get the dialysis. We have thousands of people, doctors, and the money. You know, you'll be surprised. We live in $1 million home. It took only $2 million to build a hospital, diabetic hospital with it. And plus, all the services for the first time they don't have to go. Otherwise, this diabetic patient, one day eye hospital, they have to go to Sarojini Eye Hospital, another end of the city. The second time they have to go to dialysis. Third time they have to go to surgery for the amputation. Fourth time they have to go to heart and hypertension. These are all diabetic complications. For the first time in the old city of Hyderabad, we brought all these services at one place. Good dialysis cost in Apollo and Midwin Hospital in Hyderabad today 3,000 rupees. We are providing for 800 rupees. That is, the cost is about 600 rupees. If we have our own facilities, we can do this. So that's the point I'm making, and we all can do it together. The solution has to be the education and healthcare and taking care of our own first. Why our own institution, college, or the future university? 3 things. Number 1 is quality education. Best quality education possible. Number 2, at affordable price. Number 3, during these 4 years, we have to develop leadership skill. Today, everyone in India, whether you are here or back home, knows that we lack Muslim leadership in India. How is going to develop leadership unless you plan for it and you work for it, you train them? There is no institution in India today has the goal that we will build our leadership, we will train our leadership. And that is why one of the things we have is, and the last thing is, most of the Indians, whether Hindus or Muslims, unfortunately have become self-centered. For me only, for my family. Giving back to the community is lacking tremendously. Almost, we are proud to say about Islam and sacrifices and accomplishments. We are happy to build a masajid, but when you ask them to build a college, a university, or a hospital, you will have a difficult time.